There we go. We are spotlit. And hopefully that will spotlight us on the YouTube. Yeah, there we go. So, hello and welcome to Vicki and Jonny's session from Studio 2 for World Nyckelharpa Day 2026, where we are totally live and unedited and yeah, who knows what's going to happen. So I have chosen tunes written by people that I know. So the first tune that we're going to play is The Road to Halsey, which was written by Linda Hall. She wrote this on the way to Halsey, funnily enough, but not a Nyckelharpa course. I think it was a different retreat in the autumn, so on the road to Halsey. So hopefully everyone's got the music. The link is in the chat, and the link will be in the comments section of the video after this video has gone out. And I shall also upload a high-res video of this later.
How many times?
We're going to play it through 3 times, and I'm going to attempt to play it slowly.
And don't forget to move your mic.
And I will move my mic. Yeah. Yes.
4 bars in.
Hold on. Yep. All looking good over there. So yep, it's going to be 4 bars. Yes, Johnny's going to give 4 bars in, so I can then move the mic. So here we go. The Road to Halsey. By Linda Hall, and I think I need to just tune my A string. Next up we have Nachteule. I assume that might mean, I could have looked this up, but I think that means the night owl, or just night owl. It's a mazurka. It was written by Björn Keidel, and there is a link to his Bandcamp on the music of him playing it. I have listened to it, but we're going to play it our way, because that's what we do. So, Nachteule by Björn Keidel, an excellent German Nyckelharpa player. We're going to play it 3 times with a 4-bar introduction from Jonny.
Sorry, it's in D major.
This time in the right key. such a beautiful tune. I love that. Thank you, Björn, for letting us play that. Okay, next. We have Arbor Low Stone Circle, written by Jonathan Heather, who is another British Nyckelharpa player that comes to Halsey. I know nothing about it. I don't know if Jonathan is in the Zoom. But if you put into the chat, maybe I'll read that out later, or put that up on the video when I do a big video later, as in high res. So this is Arbor Low Stone Circle by Jonathan Heather. 3 times through, 4-bar introduction, F naturals.
It's early!
Arbor Low Stone Circle by Jonathan Heather. Oh, yes, Jonathan. Yeah, I can see that you're in. Do you want to introduce that piece? That won't go out retrospectively. That probably will that go out? That might. Yes, that probably will go out onto YouTube if you want to. You don't have to. I'm going to take the silence as a no. Yeah, go on then. Yes, introduce it. Tell us about Arbor Low Stone Circle.
Yeah, okay. This was at a lovely stone circle in the Peak District, and it was all misty and moisty, so I had to hum into my voice messages and then make a little piece of music after it. And it's a very beautiful stone circle just in countryside in the Peak District, and that's what the stone circle seemed to say to me. So thank you for playing it.
Thank you for writing it.
Sorry about the random chords.
Jonny said, sorry about the random chords.
Oh, they were lovely chords. You can throw in some C naturals for fun as well, every now and again, so you never know quite what you're going to get.
So the next tune is another one by Björn Keidel. This is Wasser und Erde, which I think means water and earth. It's just, I'm pretty sure that's what it means. I should have looked these up beforehand or asked, but I didn't. But I think Wasser und Erde, water and earth. It's also from, you can also listen to Björn playing it on Bandcamp, so there's links on the music. 3 times through, 4-bar introduction by Jonny. Wasser und Erde by Björn Keidel. Awesome tune. I had to do two by him because I just loved both tunes when he sent them through. I was going to say, and Björn runs Nyckelharpa weekends and courses with Johannes Meyer. There is a list of links on the worldnyckelharpa.com webpage of all of the big courses that I could find. So if you go and hunt around, you'll find that, and those courses are listed there. We're going to do a tune that I wrote now. This is a tune called King of the Giants, and it's called King of the Giants. It's actually, I wrote it as a change tune or an alternative tune for a dance called the Indian Queen, which is a Playford tune, which goes like that. I couldn't decide what to call it, and I happened to be looking at, I've got a scarf, a World Nyckelharpa Day scarf, which has got the Cern Abbas giant holding a Nyckelharpa covering up the hymnus. That scarf was on the sofa covering up, so as a dust sheet covering up other Nyckelharpas that were in the room. And it's a giant, and I went, King of the Giants. So I decided to include this tune in this session because the King of the Giants is actually referring to the World Nyckelharpa Day Cern Abbas version giant. Yes. It's also in a little manuscript that I have written that I found at Halsey Manor the other week and put that out as an April Fool's Day joke. So this is part of the 24 country dance tunes for the year apostrophe 26, which was 1826 when I found it at Halsey, but really it's 2026. So it's in that little manuscript. That's on my website. I'll put a link in the comments. Okay, let's play it. 3 times through, 4-bar introduction by Jonny. That was King of the Giants there. That was King of the Giants there, written by me. So we now have the Government Alert Polska, written by Ed Pritchard. And Ed certainly was around earlier on. Are you still there, Ed? Would you like to introduce the tune? You can do half of the... Yeah. Do you want to talk about what we did with that tune at Halsey Manor last year?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Jolly good. So the Government Alert Polska, Halsey, September Halsey last year coincided on the Sunday with the government sending out its mobile alert. So I think Vicki probably came up with the idea of having a tune to play while this all took place. And I happen to have a tune that I'd recently written which with a little emendation fitted the bill of having some gaps to allow the recording of the government alert on all the multiple phones in the long room in Halsey, going off at kind of roughly the same time.
Ish. That video is available for watching.
Which explains the gap.
Yes, Jonny just said he's not got the mic. He says, which explains the gap and the fact that it says the word siren in there. So it's a Finnskog pulse with at the end of the line a 4/4 bar. If you're wondering why it's 8/8 and not 4/4, the 8/8 tells us that we're going to group the quavers, the quarter notes, in 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. But you probably all know that. But for anyone out there who doesn't know that about a Finnskog pulse, that's why it's 8/8. And why it says 4/4 at the end, even though it's the same number of quarter notes, the same number of quavers, it's because then we're grouping them in pairs. Da-dee, 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 instead of da-dee-dee, da-dee-dee, da-dee. You get the hang of it. If you don't, then just rewind the video and do it again later. Okay, so are you going to do 4 bars intro?
Yeah.
Jonny's going to do some random sort of intro, so... Government Alert Polska by Ed Pritchard. Awesome tune. That's so cool. I love that tune. I love them all so far. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked them. We've got time to do more, so I'm going to go on to Candlefoot, which sounds like a very odd title. But for Christmas, we got given 2 candlesticks that were in the shape of feet. So it's like a candle holder. And it also made me think of first footing in Scotland, when on New Year's Day, on Hogmanay, the first person over the threshold would carry a lump of coal. So it kind of made me think of that, so Candlefoot. And I'm just going to check the chat very quickly. So this is Candlefoot, and the reason I chose to do it was the first tune that popped out of this Nyckelharpa, and it was the first tune I wrote of the year, or the last tune I wrote of last year. It was a Hogmanay-ish kind of tune, first tune that came out of this harpa. Three times through, 4 bars introduction. So that was Candlefoot, written by me. And I think we've got time just to do the last tune, which I don't know why I chose this tune. It was a new one. I fancied choosing something by Jonny. I thought it was very nice. And we've called it February Water Waltz because Jonny wrote it in February and it was raining a lot and it's a waltz.
And I'm rubbish at naming tunes.
Okay, he's not on a mic. He's rubbish at naming tunes, so in fact I got to give it some words. It's a bit like what 3 words? I wonder where February Water Waltz is. I'll find out. Not right now, but we'll find out where the what 3 words of February Water Waltz is.
Maybe not existing.
It might not exist, but it might. So 3 times through, 4 bars introduction. Yes, let's go for it. February Water Waltz, somewhere in the globe. Written by Jonny Dyer. And that brings us to the end of Vicki and Jonny's session from Studio 2. And so we're going to stop the stream, but before I stop the YouTube stream, thank you so much for playing along to our session, and thank you very much also to the people in the future that are going to play along to it that aren't watching live and who aren't in the Zoom. But thank you so much for being in the Zoom whilst we've been doing that. And now we're going to move over to Leif Alpge in a moment. We'll have a new stream for that one. So Jonny's stopping the stream. I'm going to wave. And at some point it'll stop. So we are now going to hand over. I don't know.